Some problem in the screen sharing. Now I think you can see clearly. When we were doing those hormones, we had divided the human body into how many parts? Very quickly.
3 parts.
Three
Three.
parts.
Three
Okay.
parts.
When we talk about the head part, what were the hormones?
Hypothalamus.
Hypothalamus, pituitary,
Hypothalamus,
and
pineal, and
pineal gland.
pituitary.
Gland. Okay. Then coming to the neck region, we had
Thyroid, parathyroid,
Thyroid
and
and
thymus.
thymus
Thyroid,
and thymus gland.
parathyroid, and thymus.
okay. I have already done two with you for the lower ones, which were there.
Adrenal gland and pancreas.
Pancreas and
Pancreas and
adrenal
adrenal
gland.
gland.
Which two are left?
Testis and ovary.
Ovaries and
Ovaries and
testes.
testes.
Very good, children. Now we are going to do these two hormones today. This is our target for today. Let's start. Location. Please read this. Pair of testes located in the scrotal sac. You know where is scrotal sac? It's outside the abdomen of male individuals. So the location is this structure. It is made up of many seminiferous tubules, which are lined by germinal epithelium and stromal or intestinal tissue. So basically, you have two kinds of tissue, either the stromal tissue or which tissues? Intestinal tissues.
Ma'am, what
Okay,
is seminiferous?
but it is not seminiferous, it is seminiferous tubules. Which tubules are known as seminiferous tubules? Tell children. I had discussed this earlier also. Let me see if somebody remembers. Where will you find seminiferous tubules?
Testis.
Okay, basically, we are going one by one. It is composed of many seminiferous tubules which are lined by germinal epithelium and stromal or intestinal tissues. Let's go stepwise. What are the two types of tissues? By the time I am admitting one by one everybody, let me continue with this part. Anji Bache, tell me what it is. Epithelium and stromal or intestinal tissue. What do you mean by stromal tissue and intestinal tissue, interstitial tissues? I told you earlier also.
Stromal tissues are connective tissues.
Okay, anybody else? Okay, children, listen, I'm giving you 3 minutes. Whatever there is there on the screen, first read everything. I'll explain it after 3 minutes. First, all of you read yourself. First, you people read. Don't read the entire part, beta. Okay? What you need to read is only about the structure. That's all. Then I'll start explaining to you one by one. The first word where you had some issues was seminiferous tubules beta. As one of you, I think Vedahi had already pointed out, they are found where? They're located in the testis only. And basically, this is the site where male gametes are later formed. Initial stage of male gametes, when they're known as spermatozoas, that is the place, what do we call them as? They're known as seminiferous tubules. So what are seminiferous tubules? Small tubules which are located in the testis. It is here that meiosis takes place and the formation of male gametes starts. So this is about seminiferous tubules. Let's come to the second word, germinal epithelium. What is germinal epithelium? You remember the germ layers we had discussed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. In those three germ layers, we are talking about the epithelium layer. So it is the outer, inner, or middle one?
Outermost layer.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Now
outermost.
we move on to two more words, stromal and interstitial tissues. Any idea?
Ma'am, they are the connective tissues.
Connective tissues.
Very good, beta. They are connective tissues. Very good. It can be in any organ. Stroma cells or stromal tissues are connective tissues. They can be anywhere. Excellent. You've given me about stromal tissues. And what are interstitial tissues?
They are also
Ma'am,
connective
also
tissues.
the connective tissues.
And they are
Excellent. They are also connective tissues. So basically, there's nothing much in this. They are made up of seminiferous tubules. These seminiferous tubules are covered or lined up by germinal epithelium and what else? Stromal and interstitial tissues. So two types of connective tissues are covering it. And there's another layer that is the germinal epithelium. This epithelium consists of three types of cells. First are the follicular cells, which will give rise to sperms. Second cells are interstitial cells or Leydig cells. Commonly we call them as Leydig cells. They will secrete these hormones called androgen, mainly which hormone in males here? Testosterone. And the third cells are Sertoli cells. They will give nourishment to the sperms and they will also secrete an hormone, inhibin hormone. 1 minute, follicular cells giving rise to sperms. Leydig cells secrete group of hormones, androgens, and the main androgen we are discussing here is testosterone. And the third are the Sertoli cells. They will give nourishment to sperms and they will also secrete a hormone. Can you name the hormone?
Inhibin
Inhibin.
hormone. Inhibin.
Be very careful about the spelling of this hormone. This is inhibin hormone beta. See, this is also secreted in the ovaries. Fine. So don't get confused. Both testes and ovaries. This hormone is secreted both in both of them only. So please don't get confused over here. And sometimes it is considered to be steroid hormone. Some people consider it is not a steroid hormone. So there are a lot of controversies still related to this hormone. So what are the three types of cells? Can I have it? The first one,
Polycytic
cells.
the second ones,
interstitial cells or Leydig cells.
the number
Leydig
three, number three.
Sertoli cells.
Now we'll move on to hormone.
cells.
The interstitial cells present in the intertubular spaces produce a group of hormones, androgens. I had discussed in the second point with you. I had also discussed the hormone. There I discussed just one hormone. What was the main hormone of androgen that I discussed when I talked about Leydig cells?
Testosterone.
Testosterone.
Very good. Mainly this. And we have more also. Dihydrotestosterone. We got androstenedione. But mainly remember about this one, that is testosterone. Just learn two. Okay, just learn two. One is testosterone and second is dihydrotestosterone. That is about hormones. 1 minute, quickly please read the hormones. Just learn the name of two with spellings. Done, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now let's read about functions. Then I'll explain functions to you. Let's go slow. We have to do only two today. See the first one, it is helping in the development, maturation, and function. That means all the three stages. First developing it, then making it mature, and then the function. Of which organs, beta?
Male sex
Male
organ.
sex organs.
Beta, accessory. Make sure you mention the word accessory. I'm not talking about the primary organs, I'm talking about the accessory ones. So when I say accessory sex organs in males, it means epididymis, vas deferens, seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and urethra. Please read the first point, try and learn it. Development, maturation, and function. Of which organs? Accessory organs. Which accessory organs? Epididymis, vas deferens, seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and urethra. Try to learn the first point quickly. Moving on to the second point, changes in puberty, muscular growth, facial and axillary hair, aggressiveness, and low pitch of voice. Who has a higher pitch, males or females?
Females.
Females.
Female.
Yes. So that means the low pitch of voice is because of this hormone. So the second point has done changes in puberty. Let's revise the second point quickly. Just remember the keywords. The first point keywords is accessory sex organs. Second point keyword is puberty in males. And the third keyword is spermatogenesis. So the third function would be stimulate spermatogenesis, that is formation of spermatozoa. Just learn the keywords, the 3 points will be clear for you. The fourth keyword is formation of masculine body. Masculine body means the formation of bones and muscles in such a way that it is differentiated as a male body. So the fourth keyword would be masculine body. Let's move on to the next point, the last one. They have an anabolic effect on the metabolism of proteins and carbohydrates. Okay, anabolic effect. Any idea what is anabolic effect, anyone?
It promotes the cell growth.
Try and relate it with the word anabolism and catabolism. You will get the answer. She's trying it very nicely.
Ma'am, synthesis of proteins and carbohydrate.
Basically, both of you mean it's a constructive process. It is synthesis. Okay, formation. So it's an anabolic effect. Nothing destructive here. So one more minute. The first point, the main is accessory organs. Second keyword is puberty. Third is spermatogenesis. Fourth is masculine body. And the fifth is anabolic effects. Just learn the 5 keywords so that you don't forget any point. Very quickly, right from the beginning to the end, a fast revision of testes for everybody. All are confident?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell
Yes,
me,
ma'am.
tell me the key word for location, beta.
Scrotal sac.
Sac.
Scrotal sac.
Scrotal sac.
Excellent. Composed of which tubules?
Seminiferous.
Seminiferous tubules.
These tubules are lined by 3 layers. Name them.
Germinal
Follicular
epithelium,
cell.
stromal, and intestinal.
Stromal and
Now I've hidden everything. Name the first type of cells.
follicular
Follicular
cells.
Follicular cells.
Function.
Give
Formation
rise
of
to sperm.
sperms.
Second type of cells.
Leading cells.
Interstitial cells or leading cells.
Function.
Secrete
Androgen, mainly testosterone.
Estrogens.
Yes. Mainly which hormone?
Testosterone.
testosterone.
Number 3, third type of cells.
Sertoli cells.
Sertoli
Sertoli cells.
cells.
Function.
Nourishment of sperm and also
Nourishment of
hormone.
sperm.
Gives nourishment to the sperm and secrete hormones named inhibin.
Name the hormone.
Inhibin hormone.
Inhibin.
Inhibin hormone.
Yes. We'll just study about inhibin later. Very soon too. Let's come to the next. Name 2 main androgens.
Testosterone and
Testosterone and
I am hiding the function now. There were 5 points. One by one, start telling.
First is development and maturation of male accessory sex organs.
Second is puberty and
Third, it simulates spermatogenesis.
fourth is formation of masculine body.
Fourth,
Very good.
it have anabolic effect.
Yes, very good. Next. Okay, who would take the challenge of giving me all the 5 points? Anyone?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Tell beta.
Ma'am, first is development of male accessory sex organs. Second is associated with puberty. Third is simulates spermatogenesis. Fourth is formation of body tissues and masculine body. Or fifth is have anabolic effect.
Excellent. Students, now ask her anything. anything that I've explained to you just now related to testes. Please start your questions and she'll answer. She's taken up the challenge. Ask anything from this part that I've done today. Start asking your friend, beta.
Androgens produce an anabolic effect on which two metabolism?
Protein and carbohydrate.
Continue next. Anybody else ask?
Which cell give rise to sperms?
Follicular cells.
Excellent. Next now. Anybody
What
else
is the
would like
other
to?
name for Leydig cells?
Interstitial cells.
Interstitial cells. Very good. Who else would like to take the challenge? Only from this part, testis.
What is meant by anabolic effects?
It's a synthetic effect.
I'm saying anybody else who would like to take the same challenge which she has taken? Anybody feeling so confident about this? Today's work? Come on, children. We've revised it 2-3 times. Nobody else. Not even one student feeling confident. This little part test is that I've done. I'm still waiting. Anshika, Uditi, Soni, Ritu.
Am I? Uditi.
Okay. Start
I am
asking,
Soni.
children. Very good. Start asking.
Sertoli cells produce a hormone also. Name the hormone.
Inhibin hormone.
Yes, I'll tell you about this hormone very soon. Continue with this set of questions. Continue, children. You're not taking the challenge. You're not even asking questions. How will this be
Function
done?
of Sertoli cells.
It gives nourishment to the sperms and also secretes a hormone named inhibin hormone.
Good. Next question. Ariba, Mansi, Pragya, Raghav, Soni, ask.
Location of interstitial cells.
It is a connective tissue present in testes.
Hmm. Anything else?
A pair of testes is located
Intertubular
where?
spaces.
Somebody else was asking. Pair of something. Ask, Peter.
Yeah. A pair of testes is located where?
In the scrotal sac, outside the abdomen of male individuals.
Yes, Peter. Akash, are you ready? Ariba, Mansi, Raghav, Sanvi. Anyone else is ready?
Ma'am Soni.
Hmm?
Ma'am
Okay, then I'll
Soni.
continue. Sony is ready. Please start ask Sony, then I'll start teaching again. After 2-3 minutes, start asking questions from Sony.
What are the changes
Name.
associated with puberty in males which are caused due to the secretion of androgens?
Muscular growth, axillary hairs, low pitch of voice.
Anything else to be asked? Please ask. She's ready for the challenge now.
Name the male accessory sex organs.
Epididymis, urethra, seminal vesicles, prostate glands.
Any other? One more question we can take up.
What does it mean that simulates spermatogenesis?
It starts formation of sperms.
Very good, very good. This shows that whoever tries will certainly be able to do. I don't know why you people don't try, Betaji. You people all can do. Comfortably, I don't want to rush with things. Systematically, if you'll go, you'll be able to be more confident. As soon as the meeting gets over, please join back with the same link. I'm moving on to the last one now. Which is the last one, children?
Ovaries.
So we are moving on to the last one. These are the primary sex organs in females. They serve to produce ova and female hormones. So two things they are producing. What are the two things which are being produced? Very quickly. The gametes and the hormones. Tell me, what are the two things which are produced?
Gametes and hormones.
Gametes and hormones.
See, after we do this, we'll compare both the things. Okay. As of now, I'm just explaining, then we'll compare. Read about the location and structure, then we'll compare. Okay, children, let's continue. Let's talk about the location now. Where will you find? What is the similarity? Pair of testes, pair of ovaries. Is this the similarity?
They are present in pairs.
Yes, this is the similarity. So once I explain the entire thing, we'll discuss the similarities and the differences after that. So let's talk about location. They're located in the abdomen. In the abdomen. Be very careful. I'm stressing on this word, in the abdomen. This will be useful when you'll find the differences. Let's come to structure. This is an almond-shaped structure. Internally, it is composed of ovarian follicles and stromal tissues. Keep comparing in mind the differences. Here it is made up of ovarian follicles and stromal tissues. Let's move on to the hormones. Here we have two groups of hormones, that is estrogen and progesterone. Estrogens are secreted by the granulosa cells. Remember, estrogens are secreted by the granulosa cells. And after ovulation takes place, the ruptured follicle is converted into another structure which is known as corpus luteum. After ovulation takes place, the follicle, it gets ruptured, it gets damaged, beta. So this damaged or ruptured follicle is now converted, that structure, the damaged structure, the leftover structure is what we call as corpus luteum. It is this corpus luteum which is responsible for secretion of the second hormone, that is progesterone. Listen carefully. Estrogens were secreted by which cells?
Granulosa cells.
Granulosa cells.
Granulosa cells.
Very good. We had two main hormones when we talk about the female hormones. What are the two main hormones? Estrogen and
Progesterone.
let's talk about the first one. Estrogen is secreted by which cells?
Granulosa cells.
Granulosa cells.
Cells.
Okay, very good. Granulosa cells of which follicle?
Graphian follicle.
Now, after ovulation, what happens is the follicle gets what?
Converted to another
Ruptured.
structure.
Ruptured.
Yes, it gets ruptured, damaged, because what, why do you think it gets ruptured or damaged after ovulation? What happens in ovulation?
Ovaries.
Ovaries produce what? Ovum, that is ovulation. And the ovum, if you have done in class 10th, the female reproductive system nicely, when the eggs or ovum are produced, where does fertilization take place? Which part of the reproductive tract? Where does fertilization take place in human females?
In vagina.
Fallopian tube.
Fallopian tubes. Sure or uterus?
Fallopian tube.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Fallopian tube.
Sure. Okay. And implantation?
Uterus.
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 Yeah, we are clear. So after ovulation, the follicle is getting ruptured. So that leftover part, the leftover structure is now called as what?
Corpus luteum.
Corpus
luteum.
luteum.
So which hormone is produced first, children? Estrogen or progesterone? When we talk about the sequence chronological, then in terms of follicles, then which one is produced first?
Estrogen.
Estrogen.
That is
Estrogen.
before the rupture, no? Very good. Let's talk about the functions. Both of them play a very important role in female reproductive system. But before I go on to functions, can I compare the location for both of them quickly? Please compare, one of you. Anybody can do it. Let's compare the location. What is the difference, if at all?
Estrogens are secreted by granulosa cells of Graafian follicle, while progesterone are secreted by corpus luteum, which is formed after the rupture of follicles.
Okay, excellent. Now please tell me the difference in the location of both of them. How is the location difference for testis and ovaries? Quickly.
Testes are outside abdomen and ovaries are inside of abdomen.
Testes are outside
Very
the
good.
abdomen, while ovaries are located inside the
So when you
abdomen.
prepare your self-explanatory notes, I want you to do it like this only, beta. This Friday, I want you to post this chapter notes. I'll be completing the chapter tomorrow. So entire week you have got. Last week I have not given any work to you. So please start doing your work if at all you have not done it. For Friday is the last day, please post the notes of this chapter. So when you prepare your notes, when you're comparing, you'll first compare the location. That is inside the abdomen. This is outside the abdomen. Compare the structure now. What are the main differences you find in structures? Very quickly.
Ma'am, testis is made up of seminiferous tubules, and they are made from ovarian follicles and stromal tissues.
Very